We got Billy built right here. Billy, what's going on, brother?
What's up,
Psych!
oh.
Gonna be a lot more where that came from, Dingleberry.
B20 VTEC swapped Honda CRX, and I can't really get rid of it.
Can't really get rid of it, man. This car is like herpes. Now let's move on to the old vape mobile over here.
Vape mobile?
The vape mobile, brother. I didn't take you for a clam clapper, but here we are. This logo is like HIV AIDS. We know you like playing with bananas, brother. Nissan 300ZX. The X stands for extra rice. This one ain't worth a pimple on my ass right here.
You've been talking a lot of shit.
All right, Skeeter Wyatt here with a man I've been trying to pin down for a couple months now, but he's been scared of me. We got Billy built right here. Billy, what's going on, brother?
What's up, buddy?
Psych!
Oh,
ooh,
wow.
buddy. Gonna be a lot more where that came from, Dingleberry, so you better be ready. All right?
I'm pretty sure I've been ready for this.
I hope so, buddy. I hope so. Now, me and you got different audiences, you know what I mean? So for the people that don't know, introduce yourself.
I'm Billy, Billy Built. I run my own YouTube channel, just like Skeeter Wyatt here does. And I specialize in cars that most people don't like or don't know much about. Not really Chevys where everyone in the world, you know, wants a small block swap or LS swap, everything in the world.
Well, there's a reason for it, brother.
Yeah, simple things for simple-minded folks, right?
Listen, you can be simple, you could be fast. You know what I mean? Or you can have these little jabroni vehicles
what'd you run
right
in
here.
that old Chevy over there?
1682. This mug is a dog. Faster than you did.
No.
What did you run that day?
Okay, which one?
That's right. He was scared and didn't show up.
Shoot.
That's
okay,
right.
Okay, props.
Uh-huh.
Props. You're right.
Now, listen. True or false? You tell me this. I've been calling you out for a while. Is that correct?
Oh yeah. Well,
all right.
Yeah. I don't know about necessarily calling me out, but you've been talking a lot of shit.
That's true. That's true. And I've been all over your YouTube channel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've been trying to talk a whole lot of smack to kind of goad you. So what made you finally say yes today?
Oh, I mean, why not? It was only a matter of time. It was gonna happen regardless. So here we are.
Listen, heavyweight title fight.
But just remember, you're in this is my casa. Mi casa is not su casa.
Well, sometimes you got to make it happen. Sometimes you got to go behind enemy lines in Owen Wilson this joint. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Now, just to get a more high-level view on the kind of cars you're working with, you don't got to go into detail, but give me kind of like a quick rundown of I would call them hot rods. They're more like cold rods. I don't really know how to describe them. But give us a little detail. You know what I mean? What do we got?
We got the 94 300ZX twin turbo. That's kind of like my my pedestal car that, you know, hey, this is what this channel could potentially be and everything else should be. Then we got the Supra. That was a big one. Which is kind of like a classic retro JDM type feel. It's a 7M Mark III turbo, 5-speed. Everything's 5-speed, 6-speed, well, except for one. And then we got the 2013 Subaru BRZ behind me that is turbocharged. And I got my B20 VTEC swapped Honda CRX. Which I've had, this is kind of my roots car. Like, this is where I came from, and I can't really get rid of it. I definitely could, but I love these cars for an unknown reason that words cannot explain. And unfortunately, it may not be able to explain that very well today.
Can't really get rid of it, man. This car is like herpes, brother. I mean, I think that's about the best comparison we could make to a CRX.
You got herpes and tetanus over here.
Yeah, listen, you can get a shot for tetanus, brother. You can get a shot for tetanus.
You can get a shot for herpes too. I think.
It ain't going nowhere though, brother. Ask me how I know. Now, listen, we got, one thing over here, I don't know if you mentioned it, but you got a big old Ford truck.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Amongst the jabroni mobiles. So what made you want to get the Ford truck?
Oh, I forgot to mention that, didn't I? That is the tow mobile, the tow rig. Yeah, I needed something, and I got a really good deal on it from a buddy of mine I've known for a long time, and it was their old shop truck. 300,000 miles, 6 blow, as many people know it. Power stroke, turbo diesel. Needs a little bit more work, but it's tried and true. It does run, as a matter of fact. Just needs an oil cooler like most 6-liters do. And yeah, that's kind of the tank of the bunch.
I got you.
That is the domestic vehicle for now.
Okay.
For now.
Now, I heard a little rumor.
Uh-huh.
They say you might be looking into a fox body. You might be looking into something with a little bit more testosterone than what you're normally dealing with. So what do you want to do, brother?
Man, honestly, there are a couple sweet fox body notchbacks out there that I've had my eye on. I like doing things the hard way. I like working on these motors that nobody else likes to work on because they are a little bit more difficult and parts are harder to come by. So I want to flip a switch and go to easy mode and try building a pushrod motor, V8, probably put it into a fox body, get your run-of-the-mill 9-10 second drag car. Or,
it's not that simple.
Or maybe even put a Coyote motor in it. I don't know yet, whichever is more readily available at the time that we decide to do that. Because I would like to obviously be able to drive it on the street. Everything I have, I want to be able to drive it on the street. I don't want to have to pack it up into a trailer to enjoy it.
Okay.
I want to be able to hop in it and shoot up the road, abide by the law, like a good law-abiding citizen would.
Well, you go to TJ Mexico, you do whatever you want. That's what they say on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now you say like a run-of-the-mill 9-10 second street car. Yeah. How many 9-10 second street cars have you been in, brother?
Well, how many people know how to build 9-10 second street cars?
On the internet, apparently, lots
Everyone
of them.
does.
You know what
right?
I mean?
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
There's a recipe. There's a recipe to it, and I believe I could do it for a reasonable price, and I don't think it'll be that difficult. And I'm pretty sure I could do it. Yeah.
You act like it's not that difficult. My man, I ain't seen you one time take a flathead to a carburetor. You over here acting like it's the easiest thing to do in the world, brother.
Man, that's like me saying I haven't seen you put a laptop into a computer.
Because I'm not a nerd, brother. I'm not a virgin. What are you talking about, brother? Listen.
Okay. The most tuning you've done is with a screwdriver onto an air filter.
You goddamn right. On the carburetor, all right? Like a real man, all right? Now listen, brother, I'm going to give you, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds. You're going to shoot like a pro wrestling promo on why people should watch your channel.
The Billy Built YouTube channel is for those of you that are building your own vehicles, primarily classic JDM cars from the 90s, 80s. They're typically turbocharged. They may not be Fast and Furious film worthy, but they are worthy nonetheless. And you decide you want to retrofit them to today's standards, and you want to be able to drive the car comfortably, make a little bit extra power, maybe a lot more power, and still have the car be streetable with sensible parts put into them. That is kind of the overall mindset that I put into my channel, and I think a lot of people should go in that direction when it comes to modifying their cars, because by watching the Billy Built channel, you can essentially save a lot of money and do your build the right way the first time by learning from the mistakes which I have already made in my past, and I am putting into my videos as I go.
All right, so I think you went over 20, 30 seconds there, and that's why I think you think it's easy to have a 9 or 10 second street car. So I'm just saying, what you may think is 9 or 10 seconds, it might be a 20, 25 second car down the quarter mile.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
Yeah, we will see about that. Now, the reason I came here today is so I could put a jumbo jet-sized Gaptism on one of these jalopies he's got sitting around here right now. But before we do that, we need to get a much more detailed view on what these are. So we're gonna walk around, we're gonna have him give us a little detail on what he's got, and we're gonna go from there. That sound good?
Hell yeah,
let's do it, brother.
All right.
All right, Billy Built. So we're gonna start over here with the palate cleanser. And I need to start with this because this is the only thing in your fleet with any testosterone. So I need to up the testosterone before the estrogen kicks in over here. You know what I mean? So what do we got right here?
This here is a 6.0 Power Stroke 2006 Ford F350. About a couple months ago for a few $1,000 for a price. I mean, you really can't go wrong. These trucks, yeah, I couldn't say no on the price. I'll just say that. But it's got 300,000 miles on it, runs like a top. As far as I know, I don't think it's ever been rebuilt, but I just did an entire front timing cover job on it as well as the oil cooler on it. But unfortunately, the oil cooler and cooling system on these is plagued with issues. The only way to really get around that is to upgrade the oil cooler to a air-cooled setup, which I have yet to do because I'll probably end up spending just as much on that as I did on the entire truck. But at the end of the day, you can't find another truck for this cheap. So it's what we're working with here.
Yeah. So you can't find a truck for this cheap. You had to do a bunch of work on it already. I think I know the problem, brother.
Oh, shit.
That logo right there.
I mean, we could pull that off.
This logo was like HIV/AIDS on a vehicle.
But you know what's funny about this? You know what's funny about this? The engine's not actually a Ford engine. The transmission, well, okay, the transmission, rear end are Ford stuff.
Keep going.
But anyways, the main thing that matters, the engine is not actually a Ford engine. It's international. So theoretically, it should be okay, right?
Yeah, well, that's another issue.
it's a tank.
We don't need no international over here. We need American. You feel me?
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
Don't let facts get in the way of a joke.
All
Billy
right.
Bill.
So we got the mid 2000s vibe going on. It is certified
pleather.
salvage title. Yeah, that leather's. I mean, it's there. It's good.
It exists for sure.
It's got a tuner on it, like everything else I have. I gotta be able to tune it. So it came with the SCT tuner. We can do tow mode. I don't know, blow up mode, whatever you want to call this stuff. I've never actually.
Every mode is blow up mode in one of these, brother.
Yeah. We just keep it safe because we want this thing to be reliable. And 300,000 miles, I don't want to be playing too much with it, but it sounds good. It runs good. I have no complaints. Kind of it came with the topper. I don't even know what's back here, to be honest, but I actually think that's a lip for a Subaru Forester, I believe, because my buddy I bought it from used to run a Subaru shop.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I'm surprised they don't have more junk back here because this truck could probably be used as good storage. Looks like some glass in there. You know, the 2x4s for random towing necessities, tow straps, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Smells like moldy ass back here.
Yeah, I guess it does. I don't know what that smells like.
I got a lot of experience in that world, brother.
Okay.
A lot of time in the trailer park. You know what I mean?
The kids know all about that, don't
That's
they?
right. That's right.
Woo!
All right. After a bit of a rain delay, we're back at it. Let's get it, Billy.
Hot and humid. We're at it. All right. So what I have behind me here is the glorious yellow banana, aka the 1990 Honda CRX.
We know you like playing with bananas, brother.
Meant for driving smoothly. It wants to be thrashed. Whoa. Okay. I actually don't like yellow cars, if you must know. But this car has been yellow ever since I've had it. I know. But anyways, this car has been kind of like a ball and chain for me in many different ways. It was a reliable daily driver. It initially started out as a way for me to save money on gas because I was daily driving a Z that required a lot of money on maintenance and gas. And this is kind of a way to get out of that. But unfortunately, it's a CRX and a Honda. So it was very easy to modify. And I went down that rabbit hole very quickly. It went from totally stock to single cam swap to dual overhead cam VTEC swap to, I mean, what it is today. It still looks the same. This car has looked exactly the same for the entire 15 years I've owned it. However, the engine and drivetrain have changed many times. And its current stage, it's a B20 VTEC with stage 2 Skunk 2 cams.
Ooh,
Sounds
stage
really
2.
good.
Look
Yeah,
out.
got that stage 2 stuff, man.
Got that Need for Speed Xbox tuning on it.
Yes, we got duration on these bad boys and lift like you can't even fathom with that old 305. So
it's a 350, brother, but
yeah.
I'll let that one slide.
Let's
Especially since, hey, hang on a second. Let me let you back up for a second.
Whoa.
You were talking trash about tetanus.
What are those?
What is this?
Right
here, brother?
Well, you know, yeah, the car's ready for a restoration. It's past due. It's definitely deserving of it because the body and paint on this car, as you can see, has been neglected the most out of everything.
I'll tell you what's not neglected, this driver's seat.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, man, it's been well used. It's seen many events, many miles. Yeah, it gets the job done. I love this thing. These cars are a blast to drive, and it really puts the whole idea of not needing a lot of horsepower to have fun in perspective, because an NA 2,000 pound, 200 horsepower Honda, like there are guys out there with 1,000 horsepower in these, and like I can't imagine that, because this is it's just fun. It's good, reliable fun. It's probably like a small block Chevy and a 3rd gen Camaro, honestly.
You shut your mouth, brother. Now listen. When exactly does the VTEC kick in, brother?
I don't know if you can comprehend this, but it's past 5,000 RPM. The fun with the VTEC...
Shut your mouth, Billy Bill.
The VTEC starts at about 5,200 RPM, and I'm revving a stock B20 bottom end to about 7,800 RPM, which a lot of people would go against that and tell me I'm doing the wrong thing, but you know, it's been just fine, and we're running it. Now
listen, is this the factory engine in it? Have you replaced it with something? What's going on here?
No.
What do we got? What do we got?
So we got the bottom end out of a Honda CRV, the SUV thing, and then we got the head out of the glorious Integra Type R or B16 Civic, whichever. They're all the same head. And then the valve cover, you can actually order these beautiful red valve covers brand new in the OEM Honda packaging off eBay. At least it used to, probably 2 years ago. That's when I got this one for like $200, maybe less. I don't remember. But as far as I know, they're still available.
Japanese car with the China boy special.
No, not even China. This is genuine Honda wrinkle red valve cover.
You can be honest with me, brother. It's okay.
Okay. I mean, the fuel rail is definitely Chinese. The fuel injectors are probably Chinese, and that's probably a big part of why this car isn't running very well right now.
Trying to tell me Bull Boost Performance isn't a legitimate
I think
company?
oh yeah, it is Bull Boost. Yeah, no. Yep.
More like bullshit performance.
Yeah, it's definitely some bullshit parts, that's for sure. But it got the job done for the time I needed it.
FNA, right, brother?
But it's time to change that out.
Now let's move on to the old vape mobile over here.
Vape mobile.
The vape mobile, brother. You know, I didn't take you for a clam clapper, but here we are.
We're the Buffalo Gales!
This is old reliable. Say what you will about this. This is my 2013 Blue Brew BRZ Limited. So we got the heated seats, the Alcantara leather. This thing is a glorious daily driver that has been nothing but fun for me. But I've also modified it. It is turbocharged. I drove it 100,000 miles before I decided to put a turbo on it because, you know, Subarus get more reliable as they go up in mileage. So
The head gasket has left the chat.
along with everything else I have, this car is also moderately modified. I mean, it's questionable. Everyone has different variations of what a heavily modified car is, but like I would consider, you know, intake and exhaust a stock car. But everything I have is tuned on my own tuned and built by me. Nobody else wrenches on my cars but me. And you can see that on my YouTube. But we have a turbocharged FA20, which is the original motor. It is a 100% stock fuel system, stock motor with literally a turbocharger strapped onto it. This is a Boost Lab BL57, which is the equivalent to like a G30 660, 700, something like that. I don't remember the exact size, but yeah, it's a way overkill of a turbo because it's only making like 260 horsepower to the wheels, and it's capable of like 700 horsepower. But it makes very nice sounds, and it's a blast to drive on the daily.
Yeah. You know what else makes good power, makes good sounds? Your mama.
Whoa!
All right, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Now let me ask you this, brother, because you know, me being an all-American Chevy boy with a little bit of testosterone running through his blood. I see Toyota, Subaru.
Yes.
Wow, what's going on with that?
This is actually a Toyobaru, as many people would call it. So it is Toyota and Subaru did the thing, and this is what came out. This is the result. So we have essentially a Subaru motor and kind of I would say a Toyota drivetrain and Toyota fuel injection system. So believe it or not, even though it's a 4-cylinder, it has 8 injectors. It is port injected as well as direct injected, which many companies are starting to do now, especially Ford with their Coyotes. But Toyota rather, was one of the first to do it with this car because it basically keeps a lot of the coking out of the valves that typically happens with direct injected vehicles. It's just the perfect ride height, honestly, because I don't bottom out on anything. Unfortunately, I had a little bit of an incident right after I turbocharged it, so it's gained a new hood and probably refreshed the front end with some paint.
Well, what happened, brother?
Because I tune my own vehicles, I reached over to hit the live tune button on my computer, and I look up, and the person in front of me, who I thought moved, did not actually move in a parking lot. And I just gave him a little kiss. So we got a little bit of, you know, body work to do now.
Touch tips a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they were cool about it. They were nice about it. I was the only one that got any kind of damage out of it because, you know, early thousands Ford Explorers don't really experience pain.
True that.
So
listen, brother, you're trying to tune it as you're driving it. Wouldn't have that problem with the carburetor. I'm just saying.
I'm a one-man show here. I gotta do what I can.
All right, what do we got over here? What do we got?
So
you want to go to the running vehicle or the non-running vehicle?
Oh, let's do the running vehicle first.
All right.
So this is the '87 Supra turbocharged. It is not a 2JZ. because we like doing things the hard way here. And I am a stubborn human being, and I like to work with things that are problematic. So we have a 7M instead of a 2JZ, but that's also what this car came with. And it is, like much of the cars here, a very capable engine if you know what you are doing with it. This car I bought alongside the road. It was not on Facebook Marketplace or anything like that. I wasn't fully expecting or looking for one, but I had a friend message me about it and say, hey, you should probably pick this up. I went to look at it. I was like, well, if he's offering less than this, then I'll buy it. And I bought it. And it was probably one of the cheapest Supra turbos you could find.
Damn.
Yeah, it's 5-speed, has an R154, a running 7M, which is also unique. It only has like 102,000 miles. We got a stock turbo, stock fuel system. I just installed the intercooler and piping, and it has the classic JDM SSQV blow-off valve.
You're just speaking Portuguese right now, brother.
Well, that is the most stereotypical thing you could do to any 90s turbo car because people like the blow-off valve sound. But you know what?
You mean other than the Katana e-brake?
Yeah, Katana. Well, yeah, that stuff. We'll go with Katana because this is PG-13. But yeah, man, it's been good. This is actually the most comfy car that I have. It runs good. It sounds excellent. It's a very smooth running motor. Like this is one of those cars that you could put a glass of like champagne on top and it'll just sit there and just lay flat.
What about Busch Latte? Can you put some Busch Latte on it?
Yeah, if you can pour it into a champagne glass. I don't see why not.
Why are you so classy, man? I'm about to
because
leave,
that's what this car like. That's what it is.
Gotcha. Now, interior-wise, what do we got? All factory? What do we got?
This is, in fact, the most comfy car I have. I'm not going to say in existence, but I'm sure it's up there. We have the classic 80s. Well, it's not really 80s leather anymore because I think these have been reupholstered. But
I was going to say, this don't look like no 80s interior to me.
yeah, man. It looks really good. It's really solid. We got, this typical cigarette lighter stuff.
Now, you come back here, this looks like 80s interior.
Yeah, that's definitely 80s interior. Yeah. But, their factory seats just reupholstered. We got the ball chiller for the AC vents down here.
Let's go.
Yeah, buddy.
You'll never see Skeeter White hating on no ball chiller. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. You got to keep the boys cool.
That's right.
AC does in fact work. It's not working right now. I need to recharge it because I replaced some AC lines in it. So that's kind of unfortunate. But all factory 80s electronics, AC compressor, everything. The fact that it does in fact still work is impressive. And I don't think there's too many other cars you can get like that are from the 80s that have, you can turn a key and the shit still works like that at 100,000 miles.
I mean, my man, I just rolled up with the 1978 Chevrolet Camaro Type LT with the mullet drive 305. And that mother starts right up, brother.
Yeah, but based on how wet your shirt was, it definitely didn't have AC.
That's because I drip testosterone.
I will give it credit. I will give it credit though because your power windows do still work.
F&A right there,
only with
brother.
the car on. Not that the windows actually help much because it still leaks water.
Well, I mean, the windows aren't the problem with that. Everything else is the problem. We're going to get to that later.
The rubber is non-existent.
As
you can see here, the rubber,
yeah.
the Japanese rubber is no joke. I actually heard from a friend who's very knowledgeable in the Honda community, said that the Honda rubber, Japanese rubber components are a notch above everything else because they actually grow the trees. It's like one of the nation's main resources. I can't remember the name of the tree, but there's actually a tree that they grow to use for the rubber components. And that's why like Honda rubber and most Japanese rubber holds together better than so many other vehicles.
Well, here's the thing about rubbers, brother. Skeeter White don't use them, so you don't know nothing
obviously.
about them. All right? 9 kids and 8 different women. Holla at your boy.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Now, here's the cream of the cream right here.
This is the problem child. It's a good problem child, though. It is glorious when it runs well. But
now, I know we're in pieces. Some of y'all just looking at it on video probably can't figure out what it is, but we got a Nissan 300ZX.
Look, guys, a 2-piece crankshaft. Yes, sir. 94.
Right. The X stands for extra rice.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Luxurious, actually, I think. Maybe not. Could be.
Now,
there's nothing in there.
Yeah, nothing in there right now.
Although that is actually, I mean, it's not that the transmission's American, believe it or not.
Well,
It
well,
is-
all right, I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
All right, and I'm going to lead you into it. So,
Okay.
on the dyno,
Okay.
how much horsepower did this engine make?
Officially, well, okay. So it made 830. I don't even remember the exact number. It was like 830 horsepower and like 740 foot-pounds of torque.
I don't believe you.
Now, don't
But-
even go any further. You knew you were going to make about that much horsepower, so you had to get an American transmission.
It could have held that power, but I like to not worry about stupid problems with my cars, such as transmission problems and rear end problems. And my old transmission was whining like a son of a bitch. So we swapped it out for the Tremec T56 Magnum, which was kind of always like a dream swap of mine. And drivability is very important because I like to drive my cars on the street. I want to make all the power and be comfortable and have the drivability of a grocery getter. So we went with the T56 Tremec and the McLeod Arch T1200, which I know is very common in the Mustangs, the Supras. All those guys make it 1,1300 plus horsepower, and they drive beautifully. And it did. This car drove wonderfully at, it was a V6 turbo, whatever.
Listen, I'll say it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. You jabroni import guys can make a whole lot of horsepower.
Let's do it.
But you can't build the transmission to handle it. I don't know what it is.
No, we don't need to build the transmission. We just put a truck transmission in it. And call
That's
it a day.
right. That's right.
Yeah, but I got this car in 2010, so it's 15 years now with this thing. I got it with 93,000 miles, 100% stock. It had the original twin turbo, all the vacuum lines, all the nightmare parts in it, and I've gone through and completely redesigned everything in it. The car did spike 900 horsepower at about 30 psi, but we had a massive boost leak, so it actually fell off. So on the street, cooking 30 psi, it should theoretically have made probably 900 plus.
I know you're not a super drag racing guy, but this was intended to be somewhat of a drag race vehicle. Is that correct?
Yes, quarter mile, because obviously with a 6-speed, you're really going to struggle with getting out of the hole. If I wanted it to be an 8th mile dig car, like I definitely would have gone with the Turbo 400. However, I went with the 6-speed. I like 6-speed manual man pedal cars. It was going to be a quarter mile / half mile car. So the gearing is set to do
Half mile?
Half mile.
Stop it.
Yeah. This car.
I'm not even going to justify that with any more
Hold
questions.
on, before you continue, for those of you that don't know, the 300ZX at the Bonneville Salt Flats in 1992, I believe it was, could have been 91, did 260 miles an hour at the Bonneville Salt Flats on a stock chassis vehicle with the original VG30 motor in it.
You know what's funny about all these salt flat
And
stories?
that held the record.
Is nobody gives a shit about.
That held the record all the way up until about 2011, 2012, where they actually had to modify the class. So that class that this set the record in didn't even exist at that point.
Yeah. I love when guys set records when nobody else is trying to set the records, but we'll let that one down lie.
Okay. There was no 2JZ that set the record. There was no Chevy Camaro that got that fast. There was no RX-7s got pretty close, but them little Dorito boys struggle with that reliability. Look, guys, a 2-piece crankshaft.
All right, so Skeeter White just got a good look at all these jalopies right here. Color me unimpressed, but here's the thing. If I'm gonna gap one of these vehicles, I'm gonna pick the biggest and baddest one that's actually running. And right now, it's this, what is this, the 87 Supra?
I don't know about picking the biggest and baddest ones. You gotta start with the entry level first before you just jump right in.
The entry level, brother.
Yeah,
This
is more your speed.
This one ain't worth a pimple on my ass right here. We gonna mess with the Supra right here. But before we do that, all right, I need to know what I'm working with right here. So we're gonna get a little ride along.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna do a little hootenanny.
All right.
And I'm gonna see how this thing runs.
Just keep the seats clean, okay? That's all I ask.
No promises. Let's do the damn thing. Skeeter White, Billy Built.
Hey-o.
We're gonna do a little hootenanny 87 Toyota Supra. Now listen, only Supras I mess with are plus size Supra models, but I think we can make it work today, brother.
Okay.
Let's do it. So as we're backing out of here, let's do a little review. This is a 7M.
7M GTE.
Not to be confused with a 1JZ, 2JZ,
Nah, we don't.
or Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Hey-o.
All right, what size turbo we got on it?
Stock. It is I don't even know. I think it's like a 48 millimeter CT26. This Toyota called it.
I think an upgrade is coming to your future, brother.
Definitely in the works. But we're doing it in stages because the car's gonna get an upgraded CT26, which should bump the compressor wheel up to about a 57 or 58. We're gonna work with it, try to get the most out of the factory setup per se as possible. I want to stick with the 7M, you know, work with the heads, get some bigger cams in it. At first I was like, I kind of want it to be mild, you know, maybe 400 horsepower would be good, and now I'm up to like 600 horsepower as like my end goal. We'll see what happens.
Listen, brother, after I take you to church with this baptism, you're gonna need all the help you can get, you know?
No, we don't need none of that. Nah.
It's not about need, brother.
It's about desire.
It's just about facts. Now, history of the car, I know you said you got this from, I guess, a dude that didn't live too far from you.
Yeah,
right?
kinda.
Kinda haggled the price over a certain amount of time, right?
Not even. So the guy before me bought it off an auction site, sight unseen, got it, sent it to a domestic shop that didn't, I don't think they really knew what they were looking at, but they said it wasn't worth it. And he took their word for it, threw up a for sale sign, took a big loss on it, and I swooped it in and picked it up. Shout out to Eli Medina. He used to work for Induction Performance, you know, Victor and all them guys.
F&A, yeah.
He used to work with them, so he knows a thing or two about Mark IIIs and Supras, and he sent it over my way, which, like, I wasn't in need for one, but, you know, I've always kind of had a want for one.
Look at that. That's right. Now, I know with the Z32, that's going to be a little bit of a drag race vehicle.
Yeah.
Once you get, you know, a little bit extra horsepower, a little bit extra sauce in this one, what do you want to do with this one?
This one? Oh, this thing's just going to be a cruiser. This is a glorious 80s Toyota cruiser.
That's not very cash money, you Billy.
What do you mean? It's going to have AC. It's going to be street fun. And, yeah, it's not going to be a race car. It's comfy. It's you know, a lot of people call the Mark III Supra a boat because they're heavy. And believe me, it is a pretty heavy car. I removed the bumper on this thing for the first time. I've never removed a bumper off a Supra before. It probably weighed close to 50 to 75 pounds.
Do a little bicep curl action with it,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know that's normal for, you know, you third-gen Camaro guys. Steel bumpers and all that.
It's a second-gen Camaro, so listen, you better start respecting the GOAT.
So that adds like another 50 pounds, right?
Listen, you talk a lot of trash for somebody who looks like a virgin Ric Flair.
You're just lucky they don't call the second gen the flop gen.
The what gen?
The flop gen. You know, the what are we on now? 9th gen? 5th gen Camaros.
We're definitely on the 6th gen.
The 5th gen
Man,
Camaro,
if you're gonna talk trash, you better get your facts right, brother.
5th gen Camaro is a total flop.
Okay, that ain't gonna hurt my feelings, brother.
I'm just saying,
I don't give a shit about that.
You're lucky. You're lucky you're not in that category.
It's not luck, brother. It's skill.
It's just a turd. Ooh, puddle.
Well, you know what they call the 3rd gen Camaro is the turd gen. You know?
Yeah. Not wrong about that.
See, you could have just said that.
I could have.
You know?
Hey, I was giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Listen, my shit ain't a third gen, so it ain't hurting my feelings. However,
It is a turd.
We're not gonna.
It is a turd.
Listen, brother.
It's got brown all over it.
You talk a lot of trash for somebody who backed down from a challenge and had your opportunity to race Skeeter wide at the racetrack, and what happened?
Back down.
No show.
Back down.
No show.
I'm pretty sure I had something else going on that was very important.
1-0. That's how I'm counting it.
Very important.
1-0, brother. 1-0.
Counts losses like he does his ex-wives.
It's a hell of an assumption to think any one of them got a ring.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Well, are they really exes then?
I got baby mamas. I don't have exes.
Child support.
I've been avoiding that for years, brother. You better not put me out there like that. We're about to get an open stretch of road. We're about to drop a gear, disappear.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Ta-da.
Yes, sir.
Man. Got that blow-off valve working.
It's good fun.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's because I heard you like blowing dudes off, so that makes sense.
Whoa.
So I know it's just a street cruiser.
Yeah.
So you don't have any plans to do a little autocross?
No,
Maybe
it's
see
too
what it runs
heavy.
down a quarter mile.
I'll probably do some runs down a quarter mile eventually, but this is a street car. Like it'll probably go to a couple car shows here and there. It'll look good, make the right noises, and do the part.
And listen, I'll say this right now. A lot of you quote unquote man pedal stick shift boys, you show up with your dog boxes, you show up with your sequentials. This is a legitimate manual transmission.
Yes,
Stick the
sir.
clutch in, actually shift it. Ain't no cheat codes with this one, brother.
Got that man pedal.
That's right.
Oh, dip. Okay, we're good.
Suspension's pretty good on this thing, brother.
It's a smooth running car.
I'll tell you, man. And that kind of dip we just hit right now, I was expecting to hear a little scraping and rubbing.
I was too. Look, that front intercooler I just put on this thing's pretty low.
Yeah.
And if it was gonna hit at any time, that probably would have been it. So,
Another dip right there. This thing,
yeah, I'm just gonna turn around.
this thing ain't too bad, brother.
Yeah, no, it gets the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes all the right noises. It sounds the part, looks the part. But look, there's like a stereotypical 80s turbo. If there was an 80s turbo theme song, early 90s JDM turbo theme song, you know, I think this car would be it.
And just a sneak peek for later, we may or may not be doing a ride along with the Mullet Drive 305 Chevrolet Camaro. All right?
All right.
Now,
all right.
and if you're not wearing the pit vipers, you're not allowed to ride.
You're lucky because I got my hair cut this morning.
I'm disappointed. I
I
expected.
should have just gotten the mullet. I don't know what I was thinking.
I'm not gonna lie. I expected the wet Q-tip when I showed
Oh
up.
my God, what
you know?
was I thinking?
I don't know.
I'm disappointed in myself.
Yeah, you should be.
Yeah, so if you guys go back to my early videos on my channel, you'll see I was full blown mullet Billy at that time. Like, not quite Billy Ray Cyrus Billy, but we were mullet Billy.
You know, when they say
was
you
there.
get older, your testosterone levels drop, so it makes sense.
I think it comes and goes like waves, you know? Well, not testosterone, but the mullet. Yeah, so I never, like, even like with us driving it right now, I've yet to go past 5,000 RPM. And even when I'm like really on it, I'm like, man, I really ripped it out that time. I checked the data logs. It hit like 53, 5,400 RPM. I'm like, sounds like it's doing work, but.
Given your history with crankshafts,
Look, guys, a two-piece crankshaft.
I think it's probably safe to say
It's a Toyota, it'll be fine. Look, this isn't no, you know, it's not an 80s Chevy. This is an 80s Toyota.
I don't even know what that means. You speaking Portuguese to me right now.
I'm saying the metal put in these cars was not Chinese metal that was put in the American vehicles. You know, like when we first started getting Chinese shit, Chevy was all over that. They wanted it. They ate it up.
I'm gonna let this one slide
Okay.
because we're gonna settle this out on the asphalt. You know what I mean?
Okay,
We're gonna
okay.
settle this on the asphalt.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. I can dig it.
About
You know what I
5,500.
mean?
See what I mean by the turbo being it's a little extra.
It's a little extra. Ain't nothing wrong with being a little extra.
Smell the,
You know?
the JDM fumes. That turbo smoke.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little buzz going. You know what I mean?
It's good.
Which I'm used to that. Every car I have has an exhaust leak, so I'm okay with that.
I think that's key word for like you're giving in to the whole JDM turbo vibes here.
I just think I like huffing fumes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of a given.
Yeah. I mean, you know, really, this is just me scouting the competition. This is letting me know how much I need to use the flathead on the carburetor to put the appropriate gap on you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. I think that's a cover story for the fact that you're slowly giving in.
You are fake news.
It's low key. You really want one of these.
I think low key you should watch your mouth, Billy Bill.
See, that's denial in its face.
Denial is a river in Africa.
You must have a goddamn IQ of 160.
All right, so Skeeter White got a little ride along action. I think I've scouted enough here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think I'm ready to hit these streets and put an ass whooping on this Super right here. So
Yeah, that's what you're saying now, but I think your mind was slowly changing while you were in the car actually experiencing it. But,
Delusional.
Yeah, well, okay.
Delusional.
We'll see. But okay, you know, you had your fun. Let's go ahead and check out yours.
You trying to get some of this hot fire?
I need a little taste of what I'm dealing with over here.
You
But
want to check out the Mullet Drive 305
let's see,
1970 Camaro?
let's see what this third drive, third gen is made of.
It's a second gen. I don't know how many times I got to correct this guy. I need to check your earwax.
You know
what I mean?
You know what? Okay, we go ahead. We went ahead and did this. Let's go check this thing out. Let's see what it's at.
And y'all can check that out part 2 on Billy Built's channel, because trust me, he's
Yes,
gonna get a whole
sir.
new audience after he posts that up. Stay tuned, brother.